Ka State Disaster Management Authority Meghalaya hagajing trailang bat District Disaster Management Authority is Kasel District hanik sngi kelapan long ya kajing sam miki emergency responder kits na kaskim yuva abda mitra scheme ha sosotam auditorium ya kini ki emergency responder kit la IT da menteri bedepet ya katanat Revenue and Disaster Management uba alakmen rambui syaki volunteer kibala pendap ya kajing ai training. Haba keren hakani kesngi nagaleng uba alakmen rambui ula ai kajing kublai bakerpang ya ki volunteer jongka Neru Yuva Kendra nang ta ke NCC Bharat Scouts and Guide ka NSS kibala Treshitam ban ai kajing sakri na kabenta ke imlang kasalang. Ula ong bakalong ka donkam ba ban long kibala penkre ban long ki volunteer na kabenta ban yarap lada jia kino ki jingjar ki basya lencap ha ki bor mariang nagle ba ramboi ulapan kan mauru ya ka jingjar plu ding hanong ba Shillong ha ka por ba udang bat kum menteri kampo yeng joko sarkar jela ha ka ba ulaong ba ka jingrit dong ki surok bar ka jing pynieng kali harut surok kala khanglat ya ki kali fire brigade bakin rong bantem ya ka ding Long bakalong ka donkam kamtam ha nong ba Shillong ba ki weipan ki ba longsor ba kidei ban penbiang ya ka plan ka ba kidon ha ba kishna ya ki ying kisam kumjuru ulaong ba kum kinong song kidei ban long ki briu ki ba shim ya ka jingkitli knang ba lada jia kino ki jingjia ki ba kerki ki kali pelip ding lani kino ki volunteer ki ba kwa ban yarap kin kloi ban poi sha ka jaka Hagni kesngi la yoru ya kejingkren na kakong RM Kurba, Deputy Commissioner ke Kasel District, kakong M War Nongbri, Commissioner Secretary Revenue and Disaster Management, u Lieutenant Colonel Anil Jakar, Administrative Officer, jangka Meghalaya Battalion NCC Shillong. Mat hagni kesngi kumba Sauspa Life Saungut ki volunteer kelawan beneshim mentah.
Volunteer scheme. The first time it started about 6 to 7 years ago, where we trained about 200 Abdamitra volunteers in southwest governments. Post that, 700 Abdamitra volunteers were trained between 2021 to 25. Today, there are 434 of you. Why I mentioned about the past is because, as the Commissioner had mentioned, that we are proud that Yuva Abdamitra volunteer training and the issue of this responder kits in East Kasel Meghalaya is the first in the country. The past said a lot more too. The Abdamitra volunteers, the 200 and the 700, were considered to be the best in the country. In every meeting that I have attended, in every conference, in every consultation, at the national level, be it organized by NDLA, by SDI, by many other authorities, the Abdamitra volunteers of Meghalaya shine number one. In these programs, whenever there's a presentation that has to be made in terms of the works of the National Disaster Management Authority, the works of Abdamitra volunteers, out of 10 slides, 3 slides will always show the Abdamitra volunteers of Meghalaya. This says a lot. It says that they were very good, and all of you, 434 of you for now, are also amongst the best. We would like to see that the training that they have received will also be beneficial and will be able to contribute in the same way that the others have done in the past. A lot of talking been said about the Abdamitra scheme. I would just like to remind everyone of the key objectives of this program. It's clear that this is to train and equip young volunteers in disaster preparedness, basic search and rescue, first aid and community level response. Now that said, as also mentioned by our NCC Lieutenant Colonel, that practice is perfect. Practice will ensure that you know what you're doing at the right time. This, as I said again, in the past, volunteers we have seen on the ground. I was lucky to be part of the State Disaster Management Authority for quite a few years, and we have seen that on the ground, Adda Mitra volunteers are the first responders. Their contribution to the state and the district is absolutely immense. Another key objective is to develop a national disaster volunteer policy, promoting and supporting volunteerism at all levels from national to village. So probably the reason why the NDMA has ensured that we have the Yuva Adda Mitra scheme, so that it includes all those who are in the NCC, the NSS, the NYPA, and the Bharat Scouts and Guides.
I'm very happy that you, 434, you have a clear mind that we need to respond. Thank you very much. Thank you for Nehru Yuva Kendra, the Bharat Scout, NCC, and NSS for instilling the confidence in this volunteer, in this team, that they should help and they should be part of the solution. Because we are living in the world that disaster is away to us. It is not that it is not going to happen. It is everywhere. And we need to respond. And especially nowadays, the most difficult part is most of the disaster is man-made disaster. As a whole, it is, so to say, a center for disaster, God forbid, to happen. You have seen most of the road you cannot drive. Most of the road you cannot walk. And if you remember, 3-4 fire which happened in the city, and that time when I was the Home Minister, I asked the fire service why it took you so much time to reach the spot to respond. The reply is that the fire brigade could not reach the place because so many cars parked on the roadside. That's why we could not respond. So Shillong, an unplanned city, we may be a plan for the single-story building. We are a planned city for the Assam White House. We are not a planned city for the multi-story. The Light Crack area has the capacity for, say, 8,000, 9,000 population. But now, with the growth of multi-story building, it has to absorb the population, to take care of the population of about 30,000-40,000. Whether or infrastructure are going to provide the needs of those 30,000-40,000? No. Or road is safe, narrow, or lane is safe, narrow, and everywhere is narrow. So that's why it is very difficult to respond to the mechanized way. But I'm very glad that through you, the volunteer, that you as the first responder will be able to reach quickly. And not only that, I'm very happy for Miss Kerda Kongwe, like the name Panker Banda. So her action, her voluntary is also to take care for, to help in the course of, if it is any emergency. We need this side. Because now as the youth, what is the most thing which the young people, even the old people do today? The first thing is any accident happen, or any disaster happen, the first thing they do, click a video, make a reel, and then call the district authority to respond. So let us change our mindset. Let us respond first, and then do whatever we do in the next movement. Because if everybody, because as I used to say, all of us are reporters, all of us are the newsmakers or the news provider or the content creator. But if all of us, instead of responding, we are busy to make reel, to make video, what will happen? So, my dear young friend, this is not happening with young people, even with old people also. The thing is that we should know that the first thing is that to respond. Respond, if we cannot respond by ourselves, we need to ask. If in the case of the fire, we have to ask the fire brigade. We have to ask the district authority or the sub-division authority, ask the case maybe, so that whatever disaster which going to happen, we could mitigate it as much as possible. So my dear friend, we are living in the world which we cannot live only us. We need the society as whole. So only to join hands. That's why we need NCC, we need NSS, we need Nerua Kendra, we need Barat Scout, we need civil defense and Hoka volunteers to do all this thing. And it's not very easy for the government to provide everything. We need the people who really understand the need of the human being. And you are the one, you are full of people here, you are the one who understand. I hope that collectively, and we know that the Chief Minister has ready to engage with the youth. This whole week, whole 2 weeks, we have seen that the Chief Minister has given the platform to different youth through the Chief Minister Youth Engagement Program, that to engage with the youth. Engage with what? We have to instill in the mind of the youth that we have to work together. We have to transform together. We have to ease the livelihood of each and everybody together. Because alone we cannot do it. So the youth are not only the future, we are the present and the future of the state. And I'm very happy that you have the mind, the psychological mindset to help the others. You have instilled in yourself the mind that how to help the people. As I said before, you are part of the solution, not a part of the problem. Through the example you set in your neighborhood, the example you set in your district or in your village, we hope that Meghalaya will be able to mitigate as much as possible the danger or the disaster, especially the man-made. But having said that, we need also the urban planner, the village planner, and all the policy maker. We need to see that whatever policy we need, that it should not bring us disaster in the future. It's in fact, it should mitigate, it should help reduce the danger, the disaster which we could foresee. I'm very happy technology is there. We have Indian Meteorological Center there to help the district administration to know that when, how much rain we will get. So at least what if there is a cyclone or anything, typhoon, here is typhoon of course, that we could prevent. So together with you, the volunteer with NSS, NCC, NYK, all the stakeholders, civil defense of Hoka, we will be able to mitigate whatever disaster which happen. God bless our state of Meghalaya that no disaster will happen, should happen, but if there is anything, we will be able to withstand and will avoid so that the life of each and every individual, life of each and every animal, and the asset of the state will be there and will be able to respond in need of time. Thank you very much.